Hi, welcome to Toward the Dawn Online Church. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video background of the worship service. I'm hoping it will help you understand why we worship the way we do and deepen your worship this coming Sunday. That's what this is all about. We want to thank everybody who will be participating on this coming Sunday. That is December 20th, the fourth Sunday in Advent. We thank Pastor Gonzalez for preaching, for Dan Fisher for reading, Jan Hartman for being the prayer leader, for Maria and Elizabeth for their service and doing the background work to create a really wonderful worship experience for all of us. And again, it is about you and it's about us being together. We're all serving. You taking time to come and be a part of our worship is a way in which you're serving the community too, because your presence is a gift. And I'm really looking forward to you being there, to worship with us, worship with everybody. Continue to encourage you to pay attention to the prayer community. We have a lot of prayer concerns. The prayer community is a way in which we reach out and touch each other. I mean, we're not just, digital reproductions here, but we're real people and we all have our own needs and own yearnings and own cares and concerns and things we're happy about. And the prayer community brings us together as a community. So go to our website, towardthedawn.org, and take a look at the prayer community and see if you can offer those prayers up as part of your prayer life, as well as perhaps you have a prayer concern. You can be anonymous. We don't insist on names. If you just want to describe a situation or use initials, that's fine too. This coming Sunday, Pastor Gonzalez has asked us to bring a picture of a heart or a heart object for the worship prop. He has an idea he wants to share with us about how to bring our worship home with us. This is the fourth Sunday in Advent. It is the Magnificat Sunday. The theme of the fourth Sunday of Advent is love. And we'll be remembering Mary and her response to the news that she was to give birth to the Messiah. That's called the Magnificat because it's from the first line, my soul magnifies the Lord. Anyway, we'll be lighting the Advent candles. Janet will be reading to us about the candle of love. That's what the fourth Sunday of Advent represents. And also be sure to bring your 4 candles so we can all kind of light our candles together and celebrate this 4th Sunday journey in the season of Advent. And we'll be singing Light the Advent Candle song. We'll hear all verses. I love how this little girl sings this song. It's very cute. And it's really a wonderful way to think about Advent. Anyway, then we'll be doing confession and forgiveness. We remember that we gather as the baptized people of God, the forgiven people of God. We're all in need of God's grace. No one's better than anybody else. We're all needing the grace and love of God. And that's why we gather with confession and forgiveness and remembering our baptism. And then we're going to sing this song, We Are Called, by David Haas. Now you may be asking, why did I pick this song? Well, when I look at that song, I think of it as Mary's song. She was called by God, and she humbly answered that call to be a servant. And this song is all about service. It's about working for justice, which is what the Magnificat is all about. It's about loving one another, bringing everyone together, which is what the Magnificat is all about. So again, I really see this as Mary's song, and I hope you'll enjoy it. It's really, I think, a very powerful song to think about on this Magnificat, on this 4th Sunday of Advent. And then we'll be doing the prayer of the day, which is a prayer that all Christians pray throughout the world. And we're looking forward to uniting our prayers with everyone from around the globe as we talk about God's abundant grace. And then we're going to read from the Old Testament. And the reason why I put this in there is I think it's important on this Magnificat Sunday that we remember that Jesus is a part of salvation history. And so we're going to root ourselves in the promise that God made to David about building a house. That Jesus is God building a house, not made with human hands, but with living stones. And that's who we are. And in this house, there are many rooms, as Jesus talks about in the Gospel of John. So it's just a great image of how we are part of God's salvation history. And then we're going to do the Magnificat. And I love this song by Marty Haugen. I think some of y'all know it.
An angel went from God.
I think some of y'all know this hymn. It's kind of a real popular one. And I know that Pam Wells, I don't know if she's going to be around this Sunday, but she loves this song. But we all do. And I encourage you this week to rehearse it, learn it. And then on Sunday, we all can sing the Magnificat with Mary. And it's just a beautiful song that Marty Haugen wrote. And I know you'll enjoy it. Then Dan will read the Romans reading, which again talks about salvation history and how we're part of that whole history of God working in the world. And then we'll sing the Gospel Acclamation. Remind you that we have two mountains that we climb on Sunday, one to hear the gospel and the other one to share the Lord's Supper. So that's why we do this acclamation as we get ready to hear God's word in Jesus. And we're going to hear this story about the angel Gabriel coming to Mary, which, by the way, Gabriel is now a precious name in our family because that's the name of our new grandson. He's very cute, and he is our angel. Anyway, so we'll be celebrating Mary's answering the call to be God's servant and bearing to us the life-changing Messiah of God to the world. Then Pastor Gonzalez is going to have his sermon, his message entitled Love as a Driving Force. I'm really looking forward to hearing what he has to say. He absolutely loves preaching, and I just look forward to his sermon. I hope you do too. And then we have the Nicene Creed, the ancient faith of the church. We stay grounded in the ancient faith of the church. We believe what people believed 100 years ago, 500 years ago, 1,000 years ago, 2,000 years ago. We're all joined together in this common faith. The words of the ice cream is the Nicene Creed. Ice cream creed, some people call it that. But it's the we creed, the creed that celebrates the faith of the whole community. Then with the prayers of intercession, I encourage you, Janet will be reading these to us, saying these with us as a way, but I really encourage you to make these prayers part of your daily walk. Again, you can look at these slides, the slides for this worship service on our website or in our Facebook page, and use them to deepen your devotional life. Use these prayers so that when we get to the prayers on Sunday, they've been something you've been praying for all week, and now you're joining with other people in these prayers. And then we'll be sharing the peace, the great sign of Christian community. And then we will be going into this song. This song has rocketed to the top, I think, in our communion preparation songs. The words are just amazing. I know Pastor Giggy's crazy about this song. I think Pastor Willman is too. Well, I am too. We all are. The words are just so fabulous, and I hope you'll really learn them this week. We'll also be doing the meal, the Great Thanksgiving. This is the last Sunday, Last Sunday we'll be singing, hearing the proper preface, about Advent. It's really a great prayer, promise of the Redeemer. Then we'll be doing the meal, remembering the presence of Jesus with us in this meal. Saying the Lord's Prayer. We'll share in the meal. Be sure to bring your bread and wine or grape juice to share in the meal. Even though we're separated physically, we are united spiritually. And so we're all in this sharing in the meal at the same time. Then Janet will lead us in the concluding prayer for the Lord's Supper. And we'll be hearing about the worship prop, the blessing. You can find it on the worship site. Anyway, I had a little coughing fit, just a little drainage, no problem. Anyway, we'll be completing the service with Janet praying over our table, and then we'll have the worship prop with Pastor Herbe Gonzalez explain to us how a picture of a heart, applies to what he preached about today. And that way, every time you see a picture of a heart this week, the next week you'll think about what he preached about. Anyway, then Janet will dismiss us, and then we're going to do the sending song. This is a very powerful singing of O Come, Emmanuel. I think you're really going to enjoy it. Be sure to listen to the end of how she ends this song. I think it's very powerful. And I think Pastor Gigi is really going to like it. It's really wonderful song. I encourage you to check out Maverick City Christmas. It's a nice album and so forth. So it's great. You'll love it. And then we'll do our announcements, acknowledging any milestones this past week. And then we'll do the Hate Being Last. Right now, Miss Dolly is on the bottom. And so we need to get her off from being last. And so if you know of anybody, encourage somebody to become a Toward the Dawn contact. Again, it's not a membership thing. It's just a way in which you get, a little bit better communication about what's going on at Toward the Dawn. Have a lot of things happening. This Sunday at 7 p.m. we'll have the healing service. We have a Christmas Eve service at 10 p.m. It'll be candlelight. Also asking people to ring bells as part of that worship. Also, any pictures of a manger scene, that'd be very cool. We're also going to have a family Christmas program. We're probably going to move that to December 22nd. We're going to be talking about that tomorrow night at our board meeting and trying to get a better date for that. It works for more schedules. Monday Manna is Monday night. Tonight's about love. We have faith family development on the website, some things you can use to work with your kids on themes from the Bible lesson. Wednesday prayer meeting, 7 o'clock, morning coffee, Monday through Thursday. We've also added a Wednesday morning Bible study at 10 o'clock. They'll be studying the Gospel of John. Anyway, I hope you have a great week. I look forward to seeing you on Sunday. God bless. Oh yeah, don't forget our Give a Difference page. We're trying to support the Culture of Life Health Clinic in Harlingen. And also remember, this Sunday we will have breakout groups, just a time to talk and kind of get to know one another better. All right, God's blessing.